it simply reverses the meaning of a single raise of openers minor. If you did 1 club, 2 clubs by the responder in standard bidding, what are you telling your partner?
I have 5 clubs, 69 points.
You have 5? You'd like to have 5, you might only have 4, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about short clubs, okay? We're going to talk about short clubs in this convention when I get there. But this is a natural raise. It's probably less than a good 10 points. And what else are you telling your partner?
I don't have a 4-card.
Very, very important. I do not have a 4-card major, no matter how sorry it is. Okay? I know people that just can't stand to bid a heart suit that looks like that. You must do it, okay? Because sometimes you tell your partner one thing and you deny something else by what you tell your partner. So yes, you might have a club raise, but if you're hiding a 4-card major, don't do it, okay? So 1 club, 2 clubs in standard bidding is a natural club raise. So to invert this meaning, okay, let's go. What is 1 club, 3 clubs? It's an invitational raise. 11, 12, or probably a good 10. I'll put 10 plus. You know, 10, you could even have 12. You could have 12. 10 is such a dividing number. There's good 10 points and there's a bad 10 points. What's a good 10 points?
Recognition, single.
Ace, king, king.
Ace, king, king. I like ace, king, queen, 6.
Yeah.
What's a bad 10?
Queens and jacks.
Queens, yes.
Queens and jacks and scattered points.
Yeah.
If you've got 3 kings in 3 suits and a jack, are you guaranteed to take any tricks with those?
No.
Depends on where the ace is. However, if you've got a king-queen, that makes it a lot better, right? If you've got a queen that's scattered, but you support it with the jack-10, is that better? Okay, so honors in your long suits are good points. Honors in short suits are not so good. Supported quacks, queens and jacks, are better than stray queens and stray jacks, okay? So when I say 10 points, a lot of times I mean 10 bad or 10 good. So that's a judgment that you have to make. So I would say 10 good points to 12 points. Usually, what is this bid invitational to? 3 no trump. It says, yes.
And does it also deny a 4-card major?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Just
Absolutely.
verify. That's what I thought.
You deny a 4-card major because what if partner opened a 3-card club suit and he has 4 hearts and 4 spades? Do you want to miss a 4-4 major fit playing at 4 and maybe play at 5 and go down? Or get no trump, and that's the wrong place. So absolutely, anytime you raise a minor suit, you deny a 4-card major that you can bid. Okay, and certainly, if you have a 4-card major, you can bid it over 1 club, right? By the way, do either of these deny diamonds?
No.
I don't think they do. Now, if it's your style to always bid a diamond over a club, no matter what, well, if you've got 4 or more, fine, go ahead. But the emphasis here is either preempting the opponents or encouraging partner to no trump, okay? Given a particular hand, a diamond might be a reasonable bid. So, just like 1 club, 2 clubs in standard bidding, is 6 to 10 bad points, and it's natural. 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. We usually say that 1 diamond is almost always 4. Almost. I don't like promising 4, and you'll see why as the class goes on. What is the only time you would open a diamond with 3?
You have 2 clubs.
2 4-card majors, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs.
Right.
Okay? Or 1 4-card major, and no, if you're 4 triple 3, you open a club, right? So the 4 4 3 2 is really the only distribution that you end up opening a diamond with only 3. So, pardon?
Rare.
Well, I don't know how.
It's 3% of the time is
Yeah,
when that
that's
happens.
3%?
Yeah.
You did the math?
Yeah, I haven't read it.
So
Many
nine
times
cents,
I
nine
get my business.
However,
I think it's 3% of the time.
You know what, I didn't do the math, but I know that it doesn't happen that often.
Because I have people who want to argue with me about opening 2-card club suits.
Well, Susan's pretty stubborn about arguing, so.
Richard will back you up on that.
Yes, yes. So 1 diamond is usually 4-card suit, but not always. So sometimes if we bid 2 diamonds, what do we say?
We have 4.
We have at least 4. We do not have a 4-card major. We might have 5 clubs, but what?
So what?
Not enough points to name the clubs at the 2 level. If you've got 7 points and you've got 4 diamonds and 5 clubs, you really don't have a choice. You just got to raise the diamond. Okay? And all of these bids so far are without any interference. And 1 diamond, 3 diamonds again is 10 to 12. Invitational. Invitational mainly to no trump. And you can do the diamond raise with only 4, but in inverted minors, since a lot of the meaning is for preemptive, we really like to have 5. So that's the standard meaning, right? Yep. That's probably what you all play. So inverted, we simply reverse the meanings. So now, 1 club, 2 clubs. 2 clubs. Why is this exclamation point there? It's an alertable bid. Okay? Why? Because otherwise people think that's what we're doing. And this says 10 good points, usually 11, and 5 plus clubs. It's a good hand. It is also invitational to game, but not forcing to game. It's forcing one round. Okay, 1 club, 3 clubs, also alertable, is it's weak and preemptive. It is often, boy, I can see you. It's weak. We say weak, it's anemic. It's really weak. Why do we want to bid 3 clubs with 4 points?
Preempt.
Shut out the opponents.
We want to make them guess at a higher level. Okay, so if we've got this great club bid, we're short in a major, right? Partner didn't open a major. He has less than 5 in either major. I don't have a 4-card major. Who's got the majors? They do. So we want to make it a little more difficult for them to find the right spot. They may outbid us, but they may get the wrong suit. They may not get high enough. They may get too high. So anytime you can pressure your opponents, sometimes they're going to bid wrong.
And what do you say when alert and they say what?
You say weak,
Oh,
less than 10 points.
okay.
I'm just, if we're red and they're not, and I have 0 points, am I gonna go trotting out there with 3 clubs? We're vulnerable and they're not.
Probably not.
Not without 8 or 9 of them.
Yeah.
The more clubs I have, the better my shape is going to be for a preempt. In other words, I'm going to have shortness. So I'm going to have some protection against the dreaded red card. You know this one, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know this one. So if I'm vulnerable and they're not, I'm going to be a little better. As a matter of fact, I may do it with 8 or 9 points. Probably not, but I may, depending on the hand. Okay? And the shape. So, this is for now the strong bid, and this is the weak bid. And everything I say over clubs applies to diamonds as well, with the exception that sometimes responder might do these bids with only 4 cards. I think with only 4 card support, you usually have a better bid, right?
One no trump.
You might have a no trump bid. You might have a 4 card major you can mention. Okay, so you're usually going to have 5 when you do that. Only if the opponents were red and I was not, I'm this favorable vulnerability. I don't have anything outside the diamond suit. I have no defense outside the diamond suit. Maybe I've got the ace, queen, jack or something. That's it. Diamonds. I might jump to 3. I might. Just to be naughty. You know.
My problem with this is, and we use it all the time, is how does the declarer understand if the respondent has 0 to 7 or 8 to 9 points? That's a big variation in there.
Yeah, one could say that. Okay, well, let's go back to what our general bids could be. I think someone mentioned you could bid a no trump, so that if your shape with this 7, 8, or 9, I don't like bidding a no trump without 7 high card points. It's usually what takes tricks in no trump. High card points.
And long suits.
If I don't have any, I don't usually like to be playing no trump. So a minimum of absolutely 6, but probably 7 to 9, 10 points. If my shape is something like is that right? 5, 3,
Yeah.
3, 2? And I have this scattered points. I'm probably still going to jump with 5. But let's say that it's a diamond, and I've got that old balanced hand. What do I do?
One no trump.
One no trump. Don't go out of your way. You know, people learn a new convention. Oh boy, I can bid this convention, right? You ever felt that way, and then whoops, maybe this was not the right place. In other words, don't give up your common sense bidding and go out of the way to find an inverted minor raise. Remember, the purpose of an inverted minor raise is, number 1, to preempt the opponents, or equally important, with a find again. Usually, the game is going to be no trump. It can also be used to find minor suit slams. As a matter of fact, this class grew out of the fact that when we were talking about minor suit slams, I realized, oh, it'd be so much easier to teach this class if they knew inverted minors. Because right off the bat, when you make an inverted minor bid, what does your partner know?
Points.
And fit. Fit. You've got to find your fit before you can go off exploring for slam. Or you should find your fit. Okay, so we've said what it is and why we play it is to either preempt the opponents or find a no-trump game. If you play the old standard way, we said that 1 club, 3 clubs is invitational to no trump. Can this hand always know what to do? What if they've got a baby doubleton spade or heart? Will they know what to do? Do they have any room to find out?
No.
That's the problem. A lot of, I don't know about you, but when I learned to play bridge, we thought we had to jump at every opportunity to tell our partner we had points. But the problem with those jumps, you might tell your partner you have points, but you don't know where to play. The modern trend is that slow shows. Fast arrival denies. Okay. Let's go to a major, for example. What is 1 heart, 4 hearts?
That's free.
Yeah,
Free.
Is it invitational to anything?
No.
Are you always going to make that 4 heart?
No.
It is usually around 8 or 9 points,
And
5 hearts, and obviously a little shape. The better your shape, the more chance you have of making the 4 hearts. But that is a preemptive bid, not looking for anything else. So 1 no trump, 3 no trump, you're not looking for anything else, are you? That's not preemptive, you hope you're going to make it, but it is, I don't want to say a shutout, but yes, it is a shutout. 1 no trump, 3 no trump is a shutout. 1 heart, 4 hearts would be a shutout unless partner had the World's Fair, right?
Yeah.
So, 1 club, 2 clubs here. Partner is not expected to bid again unless what? He has a good hand. He has to have a really good hand opposite your 6 points possibly to explore for a game. And if you say 1 club, 3 clubs, the same thing. He won't explore for game unless he has a good hand. What's a good hand? Well, probably 18 points, I don't know, 17 or 18 points. If he has 17 points, why didn't he open a no trump? Maybe he had the wrong shape, but usually if you got 17 points and you don't open a no trump, well, let me say, if you don't open a no trump, you don't have 17 points, right? I mean, either that or your shape is really impossible for opening a no trump. So basically, 1 club, 2 clubs, you're not going to explore. Or here, when we go, over here, when we go 1 club, 3 clubs, weak, partner is not expected to bid again. Partner is expected to know that you are preempting the opponents. Might partner bid again? Well, you know partners. Should partner bid again? I would say that depends. That depends, okay? Kind of like the old cowboy that was asked if he wore boxers or briefs. He said, depends. Either he's got a great hand, or more likely, he wants to compete. Okay? So let's say it goes 1 club, 3 clubs, alert, preemptive, 3 hearts, 4 clubs. Am I saying I've got a great hand?
No,
No.
you just don't like hearts.
I can't defend hearts. I might be quiet unless they get to 4 hearts and they're red and I'm not, then I might bid 5 clubs. Expecting to be doubled. Expecting to be doubled. But when we give this information to partner, I've got a whole lot of your suit, but I've got a weak hand. Partner then knows what his course of action should be. Red against white, what should it be? Zip your lips. White against red, compete. And how willing he is, opener is to compete, would depend. Did he open a 3-card club suit? Or does he have 4 or 5 clubs? Because the more clubs he has, the less likely you are to take any tricks in that suit, right? So, telling partner with 1 bid, hey, I'm weak, but I've got a lot of your suit. Now the opener should know how to make a reasonable decision about passing, competing, or looking for a game. He's got to have a great hand to look for game, opposite this. Really has to have a great hand. So let's go back. Do you have any questions thus far? I'm going to take the standard stuff off the...
Well, I do. So
Yes.
if you do the inverted, you do it all, I mean, you don't ever bid the standard then. I mean, it's one or the other. It's you and your partner.
Yeah, on your red scorecard,
Okay.
it's minors. Somebody have one?
It says, single raise in a minor
Yeah,
suit.
what is a
there.
single raise?
Inverted, then you write inverted in a line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you write your,
There.
so what I do with the minor opening here where it says responses, double raise, you have a choice, a double raise would be a jump, right? 1 club, 3 clubs. Is it forcing? Is it invitational? Is it weak? Playing inverted minors, you check the red. It's red, so what? Alert it. After an overcall, what is it? Well, we're going to talk about that. So, down about the 4th line, there is a red line that says single raise. Red line, single raise. 1 club, 2 clubs. Alert.
You have to alert it.
Yes, absolutely. This card says, if it's red, alert it. If it's blue, announce it. So, if 1 bid is alertable, the others are also usually alertable because they're not necessarily, unless it's a natural bid, it should be alerted. So a single raise, I would recommend you put 11 plus. 11 plus.
On a
Did I-
single raise?
On a single raise. Show her where that is. Did I say how many points? 1 club, 2 clubs, alert is 11 plus. It's very important. This is an unlimited bid. It is limited on the bottom because you've got at least a certain number of points, high card points, playing points. But it is unlimited on the top. Therefore, it is forcing. Okay? It is a forcing bid. Partner cannot say, oh, I didn't like this hand, I wish I had opened. I got a pass. Get the partner swatter out. Swat them. They cannot pass, no matter what kind of a dog they opened.
So you do 1 club and then I respond 2 clubs and I
Alert.
have the alert out.
No,
I would just say-
I alert. I alert your 2 club response.
Okay.
And